Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before starting, subscribe and like the videos, it really helps a lot. The content from this video are taken from the web novel and manga series of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now please enjoy the video.
Part 7. I stopped going to the library. However, Fitz Senpai occasionally joins in on the experiments. After seeing him, I came to understand that the operation I'm doing is rigorous. After all, when he goes through only about 20 scrolls his magic power is exhausted. Rudeus-kun, just one of these consumes about the same amount of magic power as an advanced spell. Were Fitz Senpai's remarks on it. Fitz Senpai is a chantless magic user, but it seems his aggregate amount of magic power isn't all that high. No, it seems to be considerably large if you compare it to the average person's level, but after all I really am an abnormality. I'd really like someone to give me some kind of numerical value. Like attack magic, it doesn't seem to be something that can be used a number of times in battle, so it's not strange for it to be few times. However, even the scrolls that ends up clearly being failures cause Fitz Senpai's magic power to be exhausted. No, precisely because we're trying to summon from another world should be why it consumes that much magic power. Sorry, since I have the matters as a guard, I can't help anymore with this. If I don't leave magic power remaining for the time something happens. It can't be helped, I guess. Fitz Senpai seems gloomy recently. It seems his feelings are a bit hurt. In regards to magic, I'm sure he had a bit of pride in it. Everyone has some pride. Nanahoshi didn't talk down to Fitz Senpai. It seems Fitz Senpai isn't very good with Nanahoshi as well. I'm useless, aren't I? Fitz Senpai said it in a really lonely way, but I shook my head. There's no way that's the case. I wonder? Yeah, just having Fitz Senpai here is reassuring. During this past year, I've depended on Fitz Senpai a considerable amount. After this much time, there's no way I would want to say, you're useless, so goodbye. If Fitz Senpai feels it's impossible no matter what, then I won't try to restrain him, but if he withdraws because he's lacking in strength, then I want to say, wait. It's fine if it's just when you have time, please come again. Aren't we friends that have researched it together up until now? Let's continue to close in on the truth together. I see, thank you. Fitz Senpai said that and laughed bashfully. I'm really weak to this smile. I think Fitz Senpai is around 13 years old right now, but after a few more years pass I wonder if he'll become a handsome man that makes women cry. No, well, how do I put it? Frankly, recently I've only been able to see Fitz Senpai as a woman though. I wonder if my eyes are going strange. Could it be that I've already awoken to that path? Part 8. Since the sun was setting, I returned to the dorms with Fitz Senpai. We separated in front of the female dorms. Ah, that's right, Rudeus-kun. What is it? I think it would be fine for you to take the main path back. While saying that, Fitz Senpai pointed towards the path in front of him. Soon after entering this school, I was stuck with the false charge of being an underwear thief by going down that path. Ever since that day, I don't go near that path. You must be joking by saying that. If I try walking down there again, they'll just scream with a kya again, right? Enfufu, you've become considerably popular in the female dorm, you know. Eh? Seriously? Kind of like the super popular Prince of Tennis? Tenny? Fitz Senpai made a face of confusion. You know, they say you're a gentleman who disciplines the bad guys, but you don't put your hands on normal students. After all, even though you're strong enough to defeat the Demon King who defeated all of the Beast Race warriors in a single hit, even after you were surrounded and threatened like that, you didn't do anything in return. Don't lie, just the other day I heard some rumors. I was listening properly. I shouldn't have any popularity. Seriously, none. Fufu, at first they were all afraid, but Rinia and Pursena went around saying it. Boss is a tolerant gentleman, therefore he won't go around putting his hands on weaklings nya, like that. While Fitz Senpai was saying that, he put his hands around his ears imitating Rinia. How do I put it? Ah, cute. I feel like something around the top of my hips is going to descend. And then, it seems like everyone finally realized Rudeus-kun's charm. Even though your outfit is a bit poor looking, after taking a close look your face isn't bad. Your silhouette is amazing, and that even though you're strong you're not selfish is good. Oh, those two, somehow, they really say some good things, huh? According to the story, It seems they're keeping quiet about my impotency as well. I guess I should treat Pursena to some expensive meat. I wonder what Rinia would like. I'm sure it would be position, fame, or money. There are still people who are afraid though, Goraide-san for example. Ah, I'm sure there's no helping it with her. She was leading the group that time after all. The other day it seems we got a bit too caught up with something as well. I see. Rinia and Pursena as well. Every time they see Goraide-san they go to pick a fight with her about that day. They go to pick a fight. In response to those words, I remembered the image of a trembling gorilla from the other day. It's the scene of bullying. Fitz-senpai won't stop them. I won't stop them. After all, that was Goraide-san's fault. She was just selfishly finding faults to make Rudeus-kun into the bad person. It's good medicine. Fitz-senpai as well as considerably heartless. However, bullying isn't good. Since I'm sure she didn't have any ill intent. Please don't drive her too far into the corner. Will you please convey that to Rinia and Pursena as well? My tone of voice stiffened up a bit. Fitz-senpai went into a panic and put up the palm of his hand facing me. Ah, that's wrong. It's not like I'm specifically driving her into a corner. How do I put it? Kind of peacefully. It has a kind of feeling where Goraide-san as well as like, really, please let me go on that already. I wonder if Goraide-san really had that kind of friendly, touchy character. Rudeus-kun sure is kind. Yeah, I'll convey that along to Goraide-san as well. It's fine for you to not convey that to Goraide-san. I'll be troubled with the disposal if she ends up sending panties or something as a sign of gratitude after all. While Fitz-senpai was bashfully laughing as he went down the path. I remained in that place. After he walked about 3 steps, Fitz-senpai turned around. Since that's the case, it's alright you know. No, since I've already got my long-awaited good image attached, I'll avoid walking through as if I belong there. I said that while making my game face. I see. That's just like Rudeus-kun. Fitz-senpai stuttered while trying to hold his lips together. I wonder if he's laughing. After all, I wonder if it's better if I don't use my game face. Many months and years ago I was told that my laughing face is creepy. Hypermetric. Yeah. See you next time, Rudeus-kun. Yes, we'll meet again. And then, I separated with Fitz-senpai. Part 9. After dinner I teach Julie magic in Zenoba's room. Julie is diligent and clever. She absorbs things almost like a sponge. She's skillful with her hands as well. Anything she can't do with magic, she manages with her hands. Putting it like this might not be a good way of saying it, but she was a good purchase. Certainly, someone like her is a lucky find among slaves, I'm sure. Even though I say that, it's still the first year. She's still completely lacking in the amount of magic power and her precision is nowhere close as well. Even if I say she's skilled with her hands as well, the clumsiness of being a beginner with carving tools still remains. I'm sure there's a necessity to look at it over the long term. While I was instructing her, I worked on making my own doll. Recently, I've started making up 1/8 Fitz-senpai. Even though I say that, since Fitz-senpai is always wearing baggy clothes, I don't know how his body line looks. Since the elves have almost no body fat, I think he should be pretty thin, but the problem is whether to make it attached or removable. Though it's fine as long as I don't make it so the clothes can be taken off. However, I'm wavering. In my brain I don't want it to be attached, but if the person himself were to see it he might get angry. If I were to complete it, I would want to show it to him as well. I'm lost on what to do. If you want, I can forcefully strip him of his clothes. Please stop that. In regards to my hesitation over it, Zenoba came out saying something like that, but it's rejected. Incidentally, speaking of what Zenoba is doing, under my direction, he's continuing work on creation of the Red Dragon figurine. Since each of the parts of the Red Dragon are large, it's oriented towards Zenoba. Although, since Zenoba is clumsy with his fingers as usual, the progress is slow. It's fine to do it slowly. Part 10. Before I go to sleep, I read Shigu's Summoning Techniques. It's a story about how a witch named Shigu summoned one magic beast after another. And then, in the end she used a large quantity of offerings and a tremendous amount of magic power to summon a magic beast stronger than herself, and was eaten alive. Her disciples lamented in grief and swore in their hearts to never summon a magic beast beyond their own ability. It seems to be intended as a moral instruction, similar to a fairy tale. It was good for getting the image that if an amateur with an excessive amount of magic power like me tries to use too much to summon a magic beast, there's the possibility that I might summon a dangerous one that can't be controlled. If I were to learn it, then it has that sort of merit. The demerit would be that I need to precisely keep it held down, I'm sure. However, there wasn't any specific detail on the method or magic circles for summoning written down in the book. I wonder what she was telling me to research with this. Just like this, my everyday life continues. I still haven't found the method to cure my illness. While I haven't found it, I do feel like I've reached the next step towards it. Or else, maybe I should desperately try to explore for a solution in a greater variety of directions without being too optimistic. Just as I was thinking something like that on a certain day, I started to head towards solving all of my troubles at once.
That's it guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more and don't forget to like the videos.